What happens when an underdog stops playing by the rules? Well, that's what happened when a quiet Japanese luxury car company looks at the hypercar holy trinity, Porsche, Ferrari, McLaren, and says, "Hold my sake, I think we can do it better." In 2000, Lexus scores to build a masterpiece, the LFA, a carbon fiber symphony with a V10 screen like an F1 car. It was going to be Japan's supercar, refined, technical, passionate. Lexus released it almost a decade later on December 2010. But it had a serious problem, the Nissan GT-R. It was cheaper, faster in a straight line, and it played by a different set of rules. It wasn't symphony, it was a sledgehammer. The world crowned it the king of Japanese performance. And oh yeah, the GT-R was released earlier, like 3 years earlier. The LFA's destiny was stolen. And the winner of the best 2010 Japanese supercar of Japan is... Let me win. The Nissan GT-R. That bitch. What's happening? Where's my B? Oh, okay, that's me. I'm GT-R, yeah. The stage is set. Over a decade later, the throne of the Japanese supercar is empty. The Nissan GT-R's legendary run has ended. The Honda NSX is gone. And the Supra, it's on its way out and was never a purebred contender to begin with. The kingdom is vacant. And now, Lexus had a perfect, undeniable opportunity to finally seize the crown and claim the legendary status the LFA was so cruelly denied. In the last weekend, Lexus just dropped a bomb at Monterey Car Week. We've been hearing about rumors of a possible LFA successor for months now. And they just showed up at the fanciest car show on earth and said, yeah, it's real. This is the LFR concept, and it is absolutely insane. Look at this thing. It does look like a Lexus. The profile is the biggest clue. The incredibly long hood, the cockpit pushed way back towards the rear axle. That's the signature of a front mid-engine layout, just like the LFA. This is a car built around its power plant, a car with racing DNA in its blueprint. And the details. The LFA was famous for its functional aerodynamics and intricate ducts. The LFR is covered in them. This massive rear diffuser, the channels over the front wheels, the aggressive vents. This is a car designed to go through the wind with minimal resistance as possible, just like its ancestor. They've evolved the look. It's sharper, more futuristic, but it's still unmistakably Lexus. It's the LFA evolved. But where is the hourglass-style trademark grille design? It's obviously the cherry on top for Lexus cars nowadays. Okay, let's talk about the engine. This is the biggest question. The LFA's 4.8-liter V10 is arguably the greatest sounding engine ever made. It was a work of art. How can the LFR possibly follow that? Currently, Toyota and Lexus are tight-lipped about the possible engines that they would use on the LFR. But the most likely scenario is a twin-turbo V8, similar to one found in cars like the AMG GT, but sporting a hybrid technology. Imagine a 4.0-liter V8 producing 700 to 800 horsepower on its own, then assisted by 2, 3, or even 4 electric motors. This system could easily push a total output well past 1,000 horsepower, and that's SF90 territory. This gives it the brutal sledgehammer force to not just beat the GT-R, but to obliterate it. It's a different kind of power. Instant, violent electric torque, followed by a turbocharged, gut-rearranging force. And oh, before we carry on, boys, subscribe if you want to be updated with everything JDM. Anyways, when we look at Toyota's and Lexus history with sports cars, they are famously loyal to a specific recipe. They find a winning formula and they perfect it over decades. Just look at the Supra. Its entire legend is built on one core principle, a front-mounted inline-6 engine powering the rear wheels. The code may change from M to JZ to B58, but the soul remains identical. This philosophy of evolution, not revolution, makes the rare exceptions so fascinating. The Celica transformed from a rear-wheel drive coupe in the 70s into an all-wheel drive rally legend in the 80s and 90s. And the Yaris was re-engineered from a front-wheel drive Econobox into a GR-branded all-wheel drive rally homologation monster. So what does this history lesson mean for the LFR? If Lexus truly views this as the direct spiritual successor to the LFA, a car built not for volume but as a remarkable halo car, then Lexus will follow the LFA's rulebook, not the Supras nor the LC500. 500. The LFA's heart was a masterpiece, a naturally aspirated 4.8-liter V10 that screamed to 9,000 RPM, voiced by angels and tuned by Formula One engineers. It was an exercise in acoustic and mechanical perfection, not just horsepower quotas. So while a twin-turbo V8 hybrid seems like the obvious modern choice, don't rule out the possibility that Lexus could do the unthinkable. They might just double down on what made the LFA special and give us another high-revving, naturally aspirated V10. Perhaps a hybrid built not for efficiency, but for even more explosive power and response. They wouldn't be following the industry trend, they would be making a statement that some legends are worth preserving. Okay team, everyone knows that we're making a new supercar. What are your suggestions for the engines? Come on, anyone? Oh hey boss, I got a suggestion. How about we put in a V8 engine and slap 2 turbos on them? I got a good idea. How about we put a V10 on it and slap hybrid technology? It's more powerful, no turbos, but pure magical sound. How about we make it as an electric SUV? Huh? We've talked about the heart, a potential 1,000 horsepower hybrid V10 monster. But to break records, you need more than just power. You need to put it down. You need balance. And for that, Lexus needs a secret weapon. And they might just steal the blueprint from their arch rival, the Nissan GT-R. Think about it. If Lexus is truly aiming to dethrone the hypercar elite, they will almost certainly use a transaxle gearbox layout, just like the R35 GT-R that dominated for so long. This isn't just a minor detail, it's a fundamental game changer. By mounting the transmission at the back, integrated with the rear differential, they achieve near-perfect 48-52 weight distribution. Why does this matter? It means massive traction coming out of corners. It means the rear tires, which are putting the power down, have more weight pressing down on them, preventing them from spinning up uncontrollably. It means the car rotates more neutrally, without understeer you'd expect from a front-engined car. In short, it turns a potential weakness into an advantageous strength. Now pair that perfectly balanced chassis with the brutal instant torque of a hybrid system. Imagine launching this thing. The electric motors fill in any turbo lag from the V10. The transaxle hooks up with insane grip and it just catapults. This layout is why the GT-R was a legend at launches. The LFR wouldn't just match it, it would evolve it into a new dimension of performance. And here's the real kicker, the type of transmission. For a car built to set Nürburgring lap times, a dual-clutch transmission is the norm, but not just any DCT. We're likely looking at a unit stronger than anything in the current Lexus lineup, built to handle the shocking 1,000 plus Newton meters of torque from that hybrid V10. It would be lightning fast, brutal, and a masterpiece, the perfect tool for breaking records. This is purely speculation at this stage, but what do you think? Will the LFR be the true spiritual successor of the LFA? And do you think this beast will overthrow the crown of the mighty GT-R?